Hey, what is going on, crypto people? Happy freaking Friday. Happy freaking Friday to each and every one of you. Holy moly, the Bitcoin hit 66,000? I think it did. Our guy, backers, saying some things are starting to line up from the TA perspective. Rand Nooner went, what did he do? I don't know. Did he go all in or something? I mean, if he sold all his ETH, he went in something. He went all in on something. I don't know. I didn't watch the video. I just saw the post. Interesting. Last night before, I still been debating. You guys know I talked about it on a live stream. Should I take some of the ETH, all of the ETH? I don't know. Solana, that kind of deal. That kind of deal feels like yes. Feels like yes. It really does. Feels like yes. ETH to Solana. Confirmation of some things, better risk reward, risk adjusted return. Interesting. We'll talk more about that as well. FLR Network's got a new listing, new exchange listing. How about that? Sceptre, the liquid staking platform on FLR Networks, saw a 50% increase in the SFLR deposit on Steer Protocol. So that's interesting. Scepter's got an interesting thing. Kinetic has a very interesting thing. It feels like they're going to be the number one in their respective lanes on FLR Networks. But caveat, it's still early. Still early. Can't chase the game. Still early. We'll be here to support them on their journey, but it's still early. I always want to make sure I put that in the thing that I'm talking about because it's still early, DeFi Daddy. Still early. You know what I'm saying? We in the Crypto Caesars home, we still like to factor and consider the risk adjusted return for sure. So it's important. My neck. I got something going on. For sure. We'll do that. We're going to go over the numbers. Go over the numbers according to CoinGecko. The market is just doing what it does. We will go over the freaking numbers for you guys. Yeah, I had to shore up some more Solana, exiting more of the liquidity positions that I'm in, preparing for October, November, type of deal. Got rid of the borrows. A couple of I just lent and still I left them on the lending part, but got rid of a few of the borrows, if you understand what I'm saying. Got rid of those things, repaid back those things. And I'm thinking I'm going to do the ETH Solana play. It's only a few K, but I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do the Solana, the ETH for Solana trade. I think I'm going to do it, man. I think I'm going to do it. What else we got going on? Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button on the way in. That'll be super, super cool. It's great to see a new listing for the new exchange listing for FLR. I think that is awesome, awesome, awesome. I got a very interesting developer report to share with you guys because I heard this from our guy, Blockchain Backer, this morning. And I went to go check out some data on developer activity. I'm going to share those numbers with you. Activity. That was interesting. Cali Cat's in the building. What's going on? Life is good. Listen, we gotta go. We got some people. We got a lot of people, big FLR FLR Network fans. Looks like they got their portfolio weighted in FLR, going the high risk, high reward route. And I hope you win because, if you win, I win, right? For sure. You know, for sure. It's interesting. I saw Raoul Paul post where he posted something about his wallet. Michael Saylor posted in the same post. And then Raoul responded with, at this point in my life, I need to take more risk. It's kind of interesting. That was interesting to me. That was very, very interesting. If I have it, I'll share it. I think I have it. But I thought that was very, very interesting. But by the way, don't get it twisted. Raoul Paul tells his audience and his, all the real vision, all that, 90% Bitcoin, ETH, and Solana. In other words, and I guess what he's saying is, or a combination thereof, and then 10% in everything else. So with that and or combination thereof, 90% Bitcoin, 10% everything else. 90% Ethereum, 10% everything else. 90% Solana, 10% everything else. That's what he means. And for him, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, it's down the risk curve, but for him, it's worth the risk. It's not in the 10% risk bag. DeFi Daddy says E4X is boring. So what's Solana, man? Solana's going to be what, 5.7? 5.7? I think the thing for Solana that I enjoy more is they know who they are. They know where they're going and they know how they're going to get there. And I think ETH doesn't have that figured out. And it's leadership. It's leadership, bro. It's just, it's leadership. I don't think Vitalik knows. I don't think the foundation knows. That's the thing. You know what I mean? That is the thing. Where Solana does know, the retail chain, they got massive depend plays. I'm just talking myself into making this move, just in case, just to let you know, right? They got the depend plays. They got the retail chain. They understand the things that they need to do because they know who they are. They know who they are. They know where they're going, and they know how to get there. I just can't put Ethereum in that same bucket and say they check those boxes. I could put FLR in there more so than I can put ETH. Know who they are. Remember, everyone's all up in arms about that bridge thing that they weren't going to do any longer. Okay. Knowing who they are, knowing where they're going, and knowing how they're going to get there. I think, personally, FLR has that better solved than Ethereum. So, in any case, anyway, I've been rambling on all about that stuff. We're going to get into some good stuff for sure. DeFi Daddy, Cali Cat's in the building. What's going on, bro? How are you? Devon Steve is in the building. Good evening to you, bro. DeFi Daddy says, ETH 4X is boring. If ETH does 4X, then it's a trillion. FLR will go ETH market cap now, okay? For sure. The Muskegon Aristocrat checked in. How are you, bro? Indeed. So this listing is very, very cool. Look, we're going to go to the market. We're going to go over the numbers. Let me refresh CoinGecko. You got to pay a little something attention to Bitcoin, doing a little 66K. Oh, shoot. I refreshed the wrong thing. Let's refresh that. I'm gonna tell you guys when I do it too. I'm gonna tell you when I make that trade too. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. Yeah. Bitcoin's 65 right now. All right. Let's go over these numbers real quick. Appreciate you guys. Do me a favor, hit that like button on the way in. That would be super, super awesomely super cool. We always like to have just as many likes as we got viewers in the streams. Property Rich is in the building. How are you, bro? Appreciate you checking in. I think FLR can easily go to 50 cents when F asset starts. Yeah, I agree. That's not a bad little multiple right there. But 48, 48, 49K, K, X, 48X or so, right? Ian Sterling is here. Good day, fam. Appreciate you checking in. Yes, indeed. Yeah, indeed. By the way, everybody's on Solana and all this and all that. Just make no mistake about it. With all of that awesome stuff going on there over on Solana, they still had a 95% retrace from the all-time high of $259. 95%. They still had it. I don't know why people think their altcoin is going to do different in the bear market. 95%. 259 to $11.47. Just still happened. Still happened. Just saying. Just saying. If a layer one is going to get to $1 trillion, is an $11 Solana okay? Like, is that life changing? Is that going to ruin your day that you bought it at $11? If they're going to be 5 to 8, 6 to 10, 6 to 8, multi-trillion layer ones in a total cryptocurrency of 100 trillion. Is $11 Solana okay? Is that okay to get your $11 Solana to $155 now? Like, is that okay? It's just, is it okay? People get enamored to these X's. DeFi Daddy says, of course. Now, I know most people not most people, most retail people are not going to agree with this. But I believe Solana was a better risk-adjusted return asset. Risk-adjusted return asset at $11 than it was at 60 cents on its way to $259. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that 60 cents to 259 is not more of a multiplier. It's not a greater X. I'm not saying that. It's a greater X. What I'm saying is you took all the risk. You took all the risk. And that dude who got that $11, didn't take the risk, didn't take as much risk. And there's a habit. There's a habit. There's a habit that gets formed from the multiples of those 60 cents, those 50 cents to 259. There's a multiple habit that happens, that occurs, that becomes ingrained. In other words, it's a habit of taking more risk. And the challenge is being able to recover from the loss. That's the challenge. Because there's an inevitability, if I said that right, inevitableness of continuing to risk wins and riskier plays. That's the challenge that we all must protect ourselves from, in my humble opinion. Now, some people think, I mean, well, don't put 10% of your liquid stuff in the 50 or 60-cent play. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying put 10% in, not everything in the all risk. That might be a better play. Because if you lose, you can recover. You can recover. That's all I'm saying. That's how you win. You got to be able to be in the game. Your recoverability. Why can't I say any of these words? I can't say inevitably. What is that word? I can't say recoverability. What's going on right now? I mean, I did graduate. I can't pronounce any of those words right now. Life is good. Pookie's in the building. How are you, my friend? Oh man, you guys doing the deal here in this chat. I love it, man. I love it. All right, so we got going on. For sure, I got that. DeFi Dad says I don't like Chainlink. Expensive oracles are a startup nightmare. Look, I'm just saying. Play networks know who they are, man. I'm just saying. They know who they are. They know where they're going. They know how they're going to go. I'm just saying. I'm looking forward to them proving themselves in the marketplace. They're in my 10% bag. They're in my 10% bag. I said DeFi property riches thing. H bar to $1.50. I don't know, bro. How's it doing on the network adoption curve? I'm going to share this property rich. I'm going to share this website with you guys. Developerreport.com. Developerreport.com. Blockchain backer turned me onto that this morning. It's interesting. Property Risk says billionaires are made at the bottom, not at the top. Indeed. Well, $11 is not the top, though. I see what you're saying. $11.47 Solana was the bottom of the second run. Yeah, 11.47 was the bottom. $11.47. Right? It wasn't the startup bottom. It wasn't the day one bottom. It was the following cycle bottom. 11.47. To me, that's the best risk. That is the better risk adjusted return play. DeFi Daddy said I was in. DeFi Daddy sold at $18. So you were at the beginning, the 60 cents to $18. Nice. Property Rich says I'd rather be in the bottom. Did I read that? I did read that. Solana did a 550x in 2021. Indeed. DeFi Daddy says, why bet on it again? Well, yeah, I mean, if you got that, if you were in the 50, 60 cents thing and you did the $18 deal, my only thing is, again, we got the Mag 7. That's going to happen, family. There's going to be a Mag 7, okay? There's going to be a Mag 7 in the digital asset space. Multi-trillion-dollar blockchains. It's going to happen. Ethereum is about to get there. Bitcoin is there. It is going to happen. So look, if we're in the game and we understand the 1% of the assets, the 1% of the assets, you want to own the 1% of the assets. Got this big asset class. Tell me about the 1%. Got this big asset class. Who's snatching up currently all that market cap currently? What? If Flare does a 50x, says DeFi Daddy, then it underperformed Cardano by 300%. Ridiculous. This is what happens in speculative market. I mean, I just, I personally don't get the Cardano thing, but there's people who do. I don't get it. I mean, this dude, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Strikes me as a guy who, I don't know. I don't know. What else we got? Maybe Solana does another 6x, says DeFi Daddy. Is that $1,000? Is that $1,000? See, it's at 157 now. 150. Just go 157 times 6. 942. There it is. There it is. Right? 942. If you get it today. Six X. 600%. Look, DeFi Daddy, there's something about that addiction that we have to be careful about, bro. Gotta be careful about it. Solana 550x. Some other coin 120 something x. We gotta be careful. There's an addiction going on. In my humble opinion, we got to be careful. You see me do it before, Property Rich. You see me do it before. People are like 6x. 600%. You understand that is going on right now in the digital asset space. You do understand that. Here's the thing. I challenge you right now. I challenge you right now to do this. Go sit with the hedge fund guy who manages billions of dollars of other people's money and do that little thing with the 6x. 6x. Will you do that? Will you have a little, will you do that at dinner? You're at dinner and you're with a couple, you and your better half hanging out with a couple of hedge funds that manage multiple $billion of people's money, and you just scoff at a little 6x. Will you do it? Who will do it? Who will do it? Let me know. Let me know in the chat here who will do it. Let me know. Who's gonna have that dinner, hang out with them dudes, and be like, have their wives looking at you like you crazy, looking at you sideways. Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it at dinner? Are you gonna do that at dinner? Pookie, you gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? Let me know. John 3:16. What's going on, brother? Says buy more FLR. During the top, then you can tell ours is a no-go. DeFi Daddy says not for me. Shut down. 50x can then be the start. As Hugo said, it will go live this year. So that would be the start. Property Risk says 50x can then be the start. As Hugo said, it will go live this year. So that would be the start. Yes, sir. I believe it. I was saying this the other day as well. What if they don't start? What if they don't start this year? What if they don't ship what they said they were going to ship? Here's the thing that I would say. Is it possible that they discover something and decide that the best thing is not to do it this year, but to do it next year? Is that a possibility? Like, is it a possibility? Is there a chance that won't happen? The answer is, of course. Of course, there's a chance. Now, let me give you another scenario. Let's say in 2 months that it does launch. And it does launch end of 2024. Say that it does launch. What happened between it not launching and it launching? It became less riskier. It became more of a sure bet. Right? It became more of a sure bet. Technology still there. Developers still there. Hugo's still doing the CEO thing. But it became less riskier. But that hasn't happened yet. It hasn't launched yet. That's all I'm saying. Again, and I keep telling people because people think I'm not buying FLR. I am buying FLR. I'm buying FLR. I just bought some. But I put it in my 10% bag. Put it in a 10% bag and let the 10% bag grow. And then next cycle, that's years, bro. That's years of output. That's years of in the marketplace, grabbing market share. That's years of provability. That's years of, bringing on new dApps and possibly, right? It's more years of proving themselves worthy of my 90% bag. That's how I look at it. Everybody's got to look at it their own way. That's how I look at it. No different than the 60-cent Solana versus the $11.47 Solana. Both were bottoms. It's just one was less riskier than the other. So the 60-cent person, like my guy DeFi Daddy, took all the risk, man. Took all the risk and was rewarded. This other person took a lot less of the risk and was rewarded. All right, we got to cover this stuff. Ian Sterling says, can the 7 DeFi safely? Can the 7 DeFi safely receive on-chain and off-chain data safely? Reach other chains safely? These are questions we have that has to be answered, Ian Sterling. That's correct, bro. That is part of the analysis of the risk-adjusted return asset. That's part of the analysis. It's not about the promise, bro. It's about the realized promise. You know how I know? Remember when you were looking at your block folio in 2017, 2018? Remember? That was about the promise. I asked you, what did you realize in that promise, or from that promise, or of that promise? That's the difference. Pookie Pookie says, yes, that's a possibility to consider. John said, I'm just buying it, man. I don't care what you say, Siege. I'm just buying it. I'm buying it too, by the way. I'm buying it too. It's just in my 90% bucket. If I got 1,000, 100. If I have 100, 10. I don't care. I can't do the math on 500. What's that? Is that 50? 50. So Property Rich says, what says, would you do that at the start of a bull run, not go live with that? But it's not up to them. It's up to the code, bro. It's up to the code. It's up to the technology. It's not up to they're not right. You don't want to launch something that got a little thing going on, a little bug. Or let's put it to you this way, they're going to strongly consider not doing it because they discover something. I know plenty of stuff that launched with a little bug that they knew about. And they're like, we can fix this thing on the way. We can fix it on the way. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's still a possibility. And what I'm saying is, if it ain't launched, it's more riskier than if it is launched. This is what I'm saying. Right? And then after it gets launched, what's up with the FTSOs? What you got? What's going on right now? What's up with the collateral thing you got going on? How's it faring? How's it doing? What's the numbers? All of these things you got to consider. So since I have to consider all those things, for every $1,000, I'm putting in 100. Because I know I have to consider those things. That's all. That's how I do it. That's my 90-10% thing. Not really worried so much about Bitcoin's blockchain going live, or Ethereum's blockchain going live, or Solana's blockchain going live. Not really worried about is there network adoption of the Bitcoin blockchain, or if there's network adoption of the Ethereum blockchain, or if there's network adoption of the Solana blockchain. Not really worried about that. There's just a formula and strategy in the digital asset space right now. Like if it was something different, it would be something different, but it ain't. It's just laid out. Alex G's in the building. Please bring Sui back to 30 cents or 40 cents so I can buy some. Oh, it's funny. I wish I could, bro. I wish I could. Sui launched in May of 2023. I got my first Sui at 55 cents, a few $100 worth. It wasn't a lot. I was just in a what do you call it? I was in a liquidity position, LP pair with USDC. Bought some more at 128, $1.28. Bought some more at $1.50 something. My biggest purchase was $1.50 something. That was my biggest purchase. Uh, would you do that at the start of a bull run, not go live as fast as, then you would run the risk of FLR not getting to the top? Like, yeah, you would. Absolutely. But there's still a possibility. It's not that they're going to make a decision to say, well, we're not going to leverage the heat in the battle of the bull run. It's not on them. It's on the technology. Pookie Pookie says, what happens after the crypto markets get regulation? Uh, I think the digital asset space is going to be better with regulation. I think it's important. I think we get it becomes less scammy. The bad guys go and run and try to find another market where there isn't a regulation. And that's a great thing. I think it's good for the asset space as a whole. Ian Sterling says the TVL on Flare will increase as BTC, Doge, and XRP run, causing more value on the network to increase without anyone needing to purchase FLR. So will the TVL increase, Ian Sterling, because people are minting FBTC? You know what's going to be really interesting, I think, Property Rich? The songbird phase. The songbird phase that's coming up. That's going to be very interesting. Crucial, I think. Ian Sterling says correct. Yeah, I hear you. I don't hear any Bitcoiners talking about Flare networks, Ian Sterling. Have you? I know our guy is at Payment FXRP. He's not happy with Flare about this promotion to BTC holders. Again, you got a bunch of BTC guys. They were freaking talking about Solana and the bridging solution, not talking FLR. I thought that was interesting. I agree. Property Rich says the need for FLR will be insane, taking FLR very high. I agree. If there's participation. If there's participation. And what I'm saying is we don't know that there's going to be participation. We're just hoping that there's going to be participation. You know, it's going to be really interesting if more Doge people participate than XRP people. Property Rich, tell me what you're feeling. Tell me how you're feeling about participation from XRP holders. Tell me how you're feeling about that. Tell me how you're feeling about XRP holders participating. Honestly, how are you feeling about that? Because we're going to know the numbers. We're going to, right? Between Flare metrics and Flare network, we're going to know the numbers. Tell me how you're feeling about XRP holders participating. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being dudes don't even know when they're on the XRP out, to a 10, heck yeah, they're going to be participating. They understand what Flare Networks brings to XRP holders. Tell me on a scale of 1 to 10, how you feeling? Everyone in the comments, would you let me know? On a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling about XRP holders' participation in the Flare Networks eco? Ooh. Wow. Property risk says, I think 50% of XRP holders are out. In other words, will not participate. Hmm. Hmm. I am I am not happy about those numbers, man. Hmm. Ian Sterling is more optimistic, says 9. Nick Bellissimo says, I'm not bullish on XRP holders to participate. 3 out of 10. Whoa. Alex G, what you thinking, bro? How good are you feeling about XRP holders participating in FLR networks when the F assets get launched? Nick says most of them are waiting for the company Ripple to save them. I agree. I agree. Devon Steve says an 8. Okay, good, good, good. Property Risk says, I think they are at the moment, 50% are out. Yes, when it goes live, we'll bring it back. Yeah, I hear you. I'm about a 5 for XRP holders. I'm about a 5. I think they're uninformed on what's really going on at FLR, and I think they're apathetic to what's going on at FLR networks. Ian Sterling says XRP cannot do what it was designed for without FLR. Pookie says a 4. There you go. What about you, Alex G? All right, did I go over the numbers? I don't even know if I went over the numbers, man. We're having this awesome conversation here. I don't even know if I went over the numbers, fam. Lee? All right, let's do this again real quick. I can't even remember if I went over the numbers. All right, according to CoinGecko, the total cryptocurrency market cap is 2.42 trillion. Not bad. Bitcoin dominance 53.7%. What's up with that? Bitcoin is currently trading at $65,732 a day. It did hit over 66K. But most importantly, we got past the $65,050. We did it. We did it. We did it. Now, I guess it'll be great to close the week past the 65,050. I guess that would be great. It looks like we're going to do it. On the 30-day, Bitcoin is up 10.5%. Ethereum is at $2,700. On the 30-day, it's up 8%. Solana is at $157 again, and on a 30-day, it's up 9%. XRP is at 58 cents again. I don't understand this whole XRP stuff as far as the price. I don't understand it. On the 30-day, it's up 2.5%. Oh, who said something about Cardano? Was that DeFi Daddy? DeFi, was that you posting about the market cap or Cardano and sharing that market cap thing? I think that was you, DeFi Daddy. What else we got going on? That's XRP. There it is. Hey, 6x is better than 4x. Ha 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 ha. SUI is $100.64 now. On the 30-day, SUI is 101%. When after all everything's said and done with SUI, I'm going to sell 95% of it. I don't know if it's going to be a Mag 7 or not. Just because it's got momentum, it's got narrative, it's got technology, it's got, I don't know if it's going to be a Mag 7. It's only been around for a year. I don't know. I'm just going to take advantage of the run. I'm just taking advantage of the run. Well, it's going to have to prove itself out. Can't put it in the Mag 7 status. Why don't anyone ever mention BNB as one of the Mag 7s? I don't know. But yeah, I will probably be, this is going to 95% retrace in the bear market, fam. It's just how the market is, man. I didn't make the rules. The market said this is what we do. The market says this is what we do. So, I feel kind of bad. I don't really have an AI play. You know, I felt kind of bad, but I don't. I don't. And maybe it would be fat, but I just don't, man. I don't have it. Feel kind of bad. Look at Fat and Suey right there, neck and neck. Aptos not far behind. In any case, I don't know. But we don't know if it's going to be a Mag 7 or not. You know what I mean? Let me share this other awesome news here. Scepter is killing the game. Just gotta let you know. But Scepter, look at staking platform for the FLR token. Killing the game. Shh. Let's share this new exchange listing news. I think that was super awesome. Shout out to FLR community. I hope you're doing well, brother. At Community FLR and X. This is a definite follow if you want to learn more, XRP holders, about the FLR ecosystem. It says new Asian exchange coin store list the FLR. How about that? Trade time 9/27, 9/27 of 2024 at 1700. Couple hours, I guess. Asian exchange, very cool. Awesome to see that, a new exchange listing. FLR said to put this out here. FLR Networks put this out. Welcome to Ecosystem Bites, your monthly roundup of key progresses and updates across the FLR Networks. I keep telling you, Ripple X, are you paying attention? I don't know. Anyway. What is this? That's nice. Is this a thread? Do you click on this? What's going on right now? I like the synergy. I like it. Let's see here. Are they saying anything? Yeah, there it is. All right, take a look at this. Property Rich. FLR Metrics has launched the FLRFi Summer Dashboard. We saw this before, making it easier to track and explore DeFi activity on FLR. We saw that. Enosis global team has rolled out their much anticipated V3 DEX. So they kind of pulling like a FLR community thing, keeping us updated. The Enosis global team has rolled out their much anticipated V3 DEX on FLR mainnet, bringing new features and performance boosts. Now, I've kind of, I got limited positions here because we get ready to, do our thing. But I do want to participate. I don't want to be 100% out of DeFi on FLR. That doesn't help grow TVL. Doesn't help to create network adoption. But if you're in the wrong liquidity pair during a bull run, that won't be a good look for you, especially if you don't understand how DeFi and liquidity pools work. If you want to learn, you can come hang out with us in the patreon.com/golf whiskey. Generational Wealth Wednesday Mastermind. The Enosis Global team has rolled out their much anticipated. Did I just read that again? I just read that again. All right. Spark Dex AI has been listed on DeFi Llama, and the pools are now live in the yields dashboard. This means more visible data and opportunities for you to discover. You guys know I'm a big fan of Spark Dex, man. Kinetic Markets helps bring more ETH to the FLR ecosystem via Stargate. Some smart people of a Kinetic. over 200 wrapped ETH. Their goal is like to get to 1,000. They better shore up that security over there, man. Better shore up that security over there. FLR's builders are innovating with our native oracles. Bet14 is among the first to build a more complex prediction market, utilizing the FLR data connector. I'm really looking forward to this thing going live. I'm really looking forward to Bet14 going live. I think it has a shot to be a better version of Poly market. It's sports betting, but you know what I mean. Polyhedra's ZK Bridge Eco has integrated with FLR. If you have a decentralized app and are interested in getting the benefits of zero knowledge for security and utilizing version 2 of the FTSO, fast and free price feeds, now is the time. DM us if you need help. Love it. And that's a wrap for this month Ecosystem Bites. FLR's ecosystem continues to grow with new dApps and upgrades, enabling exciting use cases. Look, shout out to the FLR team, bro. I'm just saying. Shout out to FLR Networks. Okay? Shout out to FLR Networks. I still wish they would help me get my FLR tokens from Celsius Network. But they are doing a really good job. They're just doing a really good job, bro. They really are doing a really good job. I mean, you just got to hand it to them. Stake for what? What? Stake for Governance is now live for FLR holders. Oh, I don't think this is not a good thing here. This is a scam. Yeah, this is a scam. Be careful of this one. This is a scam site right here. Look at that. It's a scam site. Be careful. That's a scam site. Be careful. I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, you see how it says at FLR, NITWORKX. I'm telling you, property rich. Telling you, FLR networks know who they are, know where they're going, and they know how they're freaking gonna get there. That is freaking massive. Like you don't even know how important that is. So Scepter put this out. It's a little audio here I'll share as well. The deposits of SFLR, Scepter FLR, staked FLR, staked FLR on Steer protocol increased by sorry, the live stream went out. I hope we're all back. Live stream went out because the internet blows. Brother Crypto, how are you, my friend? Where at in Asia is this exchange? I don't know. Ian Sterling says AI consensus machine learning coming to FLR. Yep. Enhances other machine learning models. Yep. FLR is 2-in-1. Yep. Says Pookie Pookie. Property Risk says the only pools I will be in is the FSX, delegating and free money from airdrops. I hear you, bro. Keep giving me more with no risk. I hear you. What's going on, Legendary? How are you, bro? The Blue Wrenchers are in the building for sure. Uh, Ian Sterling says FLR can do things like improve Teslas and all EVMs autonomous driving machine learning models, and even provide real-time traffic to EVs. I never thought about that. Really? That's interesting, Ian. Property Rich agrees with you, Legendary. 20 cents for Songbird. Brother Crypto asks Siege, is there any info out there on how wrapped Bitcoin will be better for the L2s, or will be better than the L2s for Bitcoin? Is there any info? No. I mean, wrapped versions, you can Google the dangers in wrapped BTC, dangers in wrapped crypto, and it'll begin to tell you the challenges there with wrapped versions as opposed to keeping it natively on the chain. Ian Sterling says, good catch on the scam, Siege. Thank you, bro. Nearly bedtime for me. Oh my goodness. Get some sleep, Devon Steve. All right, so it's all good. So I shared Coin Store, Scepter. I think that's great news for Scepter and what they're doing. Steer Protocol is liquidity management. Essentially, what they do is help you get better capital efficient with your SFLR and other assets as well. I participate in liquidity pools with a percentage because I think it's important to grow the DeFi ecosystem on FLR. So whether it's 10% or 15% or 5%, I participate of my FLR. I participate because I want to grow the DeFi. DeFi to me is more important than anything for me. Wind Moon, 200 gazillion X's, and all other stuff. To me, DeFi is more important to that than that because we need to replace the financial system that we have. Getting a 550X and then putting it into your bank, you just put your assets into someone else's hands. You just walk back into the old traditional financial system that is rigged against you. So DeFi helps to bring about a new financial system. And I think that is more important personally. But during the bull run, you gotta wait it out, right? You gotta have, you wait that the wrong way, then you're gonna deal with impermanent loss challenges, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Or probably better put opportunity cost situations. All right. Did we hear from the guy? Let's listen to this guy on this Scepter. Derek Barrera. Come on, Derek. Let's see if we can play you this time.
Yeah, I would say it's probably the APRs, right? And the peace of mind that the liquidity is being managed. You don't have to worry about it, right? I think somebody called it like LP and chill one time to us, and I thought that was a pretty good theme, right? I think it's like just steer it. But the idea really is that it's the peace of mind for one, and then two, the APR is pretty good. I think right now, even looking at the APR, I forgot what it was, but it was sitting over 200 or 300%, which means that actually there's a lot more room to go for depositors into this pool without having without it not being attractive, right? So
Right.
the APR could go down all the way to maybe 50%, even 40%. I bet you'd probably still see depositors because that still sounds really nice, right? So it's really a combination, I think, of both the product as well as the APRs. I will say that the smart pools do deepen liquidity. So if you're a trader who wants to trade FLR and Jewel, we are basically your best friend because we help it where you have less slippage during that trade.
Yeah, that's good stuff there. Now the SFLR Jewel thing, again, the rewards are in the Jewel token, right? So I got my rewards the other day. I split it 50%, like I said I was going to do. I kept 50% Jewel and staked. I swapped 50% into FLR and then wrapped it. The time before that, I just redeposited the rewards, right? But these liquidity pools that I'm in is, 5% maybe, of my FLR, maybe. Type deal. Again, SparkDeck's new, right? We love SparkDeck, but it's new. There can be hiccups, there can be bugs, right? These things you got to consider. But for me, having zero in it's not helping DeFi grow. It's not helping DeFi grow on FLR networks. And I think that is majorly important. All right, so let's see. Let's look at the Tika Tawari here. Tika Tawari, the gold, where did we come from? I don't know if it was Goldman's or if it was Lehman's, probably Lehman's.
Today, there are no competitors to Bitcoin. It's digital scarcity, and we are moving more and more into a digital realm. And there is no competitor to Bitcoin. And that wasn't true back in 2016. There were many, many competitors to Bitcoin. Today, there are no competitors to Bitcoin for what it does, for its use case, its application, which for me is a leak-proof store of value that can travel through time in a way where it does not leak value.
Interesting point of putting it. Does not leak value. Let me give an example of that. Does not leak value. Here, let's take a listen to this. This guy is a professional sports guy. I think soccer or something. His name is Alex Crognali, pro athlete for something, number 21. I think that's soccer team. Family, health, investing, economics, Bitcoin, and real estate. Okay. It's an interesting thing. His case study, slow case study. Take it for what it's worth. My first Bitcoin, I'm 30 years old, says Alex. My first Bitcoin purchase was 4 years ago. 4 years ago today, September 26th. To be honest, I didn't know what I was buying. I never thought deeply about money. And for Bitcoin, I thought I was late to the game 4 years ago. I thought the real returns were behind us, but I realized I couldn't have been more wrong. We are still early. I learned more about the world in the last 4 years than I did in the first 26 years of my life. Why? Bitcoin challenges you to reconsider the status quo. Bitcoin touches math, economics, game theory, politics, engineering, energy. The list goes on and on and on. It really does. Owning Bitcoin isn't easy, but it's worth it. And I think this is a massive statement here about Bitcoin touches math, economics, game theory, politics, engineering, energy. It's so massive. I think people just miss it. I think people are just, and if I think honestly, if you want to really get the full circle on what Bitcoin is really about, I would highly recommend 3 people. Jeff Booth, author of the book, The Promise of Tomorrow. Safedine Amos, author of the book, The Bitcoin Standard. And Preston Peish or Peish, YouTuber, is on X as well. Peish or Peish is spelled P-Y-S-H. Just to get a better understanding of it. Learn more about it. It looks, get some air, right? Pop your head up outside of that XRPL bubble. Take a look around. He goes on, does Alex, to say, owning Bitcoin isn't easy, but it's worth it. Price on September 16th, September 26th of 2020, $10,768. Price on September 6th, I don't know why I can't say 26. Price on September the 26th of 2024, 4 years later, exactly, $64,500. Everybody's all the altcoiners, they're gonna slough at this low number. Somebody just 4 years, 6x, 5x, whatever it is. Don't understand. Don't understand. And especially if you understand what this Bitcoin thing really is. What it really is. Nearly a 6x return, 56% annual return. So you get both. You get both. VeChain did a little something, didn't it? One of those runs, didn't VeChain do a little something? Did a little something. After that, what was the annual return? All right, so he says, if this repeats, price on September 26th of 2028, 382,000. Zoom out. Savings in Bitcoin works. My biggest regret is not buying more. He says here, this is my first 4-year HODL completed. He completed his first 4-year HODL. Bring on 2028. There's just something about acquiring assets that you can hold on to that nets you a 40 to 50% year-over-year return. It's pretty cool. All right. Mark Cormier, how are you, bro? Devon Steve says, for any newbie around, Tika Terrari and Glenn Beck did a brilliant chalkboard presentation about crypto in 2018-19. Yeah, it was nice. Legendary says, FLR has been making some big moves lately. I'm loving it. Need to rename Flare to Fire. What kind of moves, man? What kind of moves has FLR been making lately? Talking about Flare Networks or the FLR token, Legendary? Mark says, where do people think FLR will be at the peak of the cycle? You mean the price? Yeah, I don't know. I'm more curious as to what the TVL is going to be and how many BTC will be F-assetted and how many XRP will be, what I guess I should say minted, right? Minted. How many Bitcoin will be minted? How many XRP will be minted? How many Doge will be minted? That's the number that I'm looking forward to finding out about. What is that going to look like? That's going to be pretty cool, right? Oh, we gotta do some minting and redeeming, right? We can't do a live stream about Flare Networks and not do some minting and redeeming. That would be blasphemous. All right, let's see. Any of you guys got the Tangent wallet? Any Tangent Wallet fans here? What am I looking for? Okay. Any Tangent Wallet fans? Property Rich, we got to do some minting and redeeming. You know, we got to do that. Yeah. Do I need to refresh this? Let me refresh. We got to do some minting and redeeming, right? We got to help this FS system get rolling. Oh, God. World. Hold on a second. Oh, oh man, what the world? I'm not testing it. All right. Testnet people. Okay. Testnet. All right. Connected to Songbird, Constant, XRPL testnet, and Bitcoin testnet. Love it. All right. All right. So, so minting and redeeming, and we could probably provide some liquidity as well. Is there any redeeming of FXRP? First, let me just get some more. Let me get some CFLR, some constant flare here. Do that. Let's go here, get some more of that. Copy the constant flare address. Give me that. Give me that. Thank you. All right, got some FLR. I'll get 100 more. That was about get your testnet XRP. Let's do that. Copy your test address and then paste it in here. Oh, this is the BitHop one. Okay. That's changed up. That changed up. Nice. All right. Get the XRPL testnet. Success. Nice. I like it. I like this new. I like the new change. BitHop. I like the new change. Let's go. So after the zeros, after 4 zeros, you count the drops. Okay. I didn't know. 13 drops. Confirmed within 4.5 seconds. That wasn't 4 seconds. All right. Maybe it was. Maybe. All right. So I got some tests, some constant FLR. I got some testnet XRP. Let me get some BTC as well. Testnet BTC. Go here. Let's load up. Let's load up, Property Rich. All right. Get Bitcoins. Please don't make me do this freaking. What the world? All right. Please click each image containing an animal sitting or lying down. Boy, oh boy. Just lying down, lying down, lying down. Okay. Did I pass? Goodness gracious. Cool. We sent 0.002 Bitcoin to that address. Awesome. All right. Very good. Next withdrawal for IP. All right. It's perfect. So we got some of that. The Bitcoin takes the longest to kind of get here. So let's, can we redeem? Oh, we got 17 to redeem. Let's redeem 17. Got to keep the redemptions going. Let's confirm in the wallet. Remember, old money doesn't want you to win. The current traditional financial system is rigged against us. We need a new financial system. with a level playing field, trustless, massively important, level playing field, accessibility for everyone. That's not in the traditional financial system. It's just not. It's not there. That's why I like, the reason why I like Bitcoin is because that's part of the ethos over there, changing the game. And, you know, we get to walk away from the debt-based financial system and more towards an asset-based or backed system. Because, you know, when the central bankers get their hands on a financial system, it's over, right? Because you got to understand the private families that own and control the central banking system. Don't think because Mark Carney's looking, you know, going around looking suave that he's looking out for you, because he ain't. Track the history, I challenge you, of the Bank of England. Do you really think they were just good with the US of A becoming the US of A? You got to check that history. It's alarming. I claimed my delegation rewards. Pookie said, don't forget to claim those delegation rewards. I did. Okay. Kirk Elliott. What's going on? Kirk Elliott. Greetings, see. Why does that name sound familiar? Kirk, baby. Kirk Elliott. No, yeah, not Jason. Yeah. The Kirk Elliott name sounds familiar. Oh, Legendary says, well, the coin hasn't moved quite yet. Right. FLR token hasn't moved quite yet. But Hugo and the team has been fulfilling their vision. Agreed. They've been doing an awesome job. Right? They got to execute now. Got to execute on this promise. They got to execute on the promise. Kirk Elliott. Why does that sound familiar? Have you checked him before, Kirk? Sounds so familiar. One gone bop. Do you have any idea when FSS will go live? It's supposed to be by live this year. It's supposed to go live 2024, sometime this year. Property Rich says, I think in October. Property Rich says, what will be the price of FLR if only XRP became XRP? I don't know. I mean, XRP can't become FXRP without participation. He's saying if all the XRP was minted to FXRP. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know, but I can't wait to find out what's going to happen. Seriously. Legendary says, seriously, sheep. Legendary says, I don't have a Tangent wallet, but I like the idea. So no one else has a Tangent wallet? I wonder if anyone's exploring outside of Trezor and Ledger. Anyone exploring wallets outside of Trezor and Ledger? Anyone? You know, my biggest problem or challenge with Ledger is like they want to be branded all over God's country. Like they just gotta have their Ledger thing. So you know, all your Ledger stuff, like it has to be completely private. Because you know, you don't know if you're, you know, got a bad guy to the left or to the right somewhere and seeing you pulling out your Ledger stacks with, you know, I don't know. Legendary says, I have a decent wallet. Nice. Q Valpo. What's going on, bro? All right, Kirk Elliott, are you going to tell us where you're checking in from? It says, greetings, Siege. Q Valpo says, FBTC will bring the largest upside to FLR. Question for you, Q Valpo. Have you heard of any Bitcoiners besides Arthur Hayes talking about FLR networks and or FSS? What is this Cipher Rock wallet? Is pretty awesome. I've never heard of Cipher Rock wallet. Is that non-custodial wallet, bro? What's going on? I've never heard of that. Let's take a look at that real quick. 2 R's, CYPHERR. Never heard of that wallet. Yeah, that's not coming up, bro. Oh, what is this here? Cipher. Oh, it's 1 R. World's safest hardware wallet and cold wallet. Okay, never heard of them. Got a YouTube review on it. Okay. It's a sponsor guy. Is this Cipher Kriller? I think it is the Cipher Kriller guy. February of 2024. March. Mad investor. Huh. Amazon. You don't want to get your hardware wallets on Amazon. Legendary, you ever heard of the Cipher Rock hardware wallet? Never heard of it. Where's this review? 11 months ago. That's about the same. I think this is Cipher Skriller, dude. Yeah, Cyber Skriller. It is that guy. He does all the wallets and stuff.
Been using the Cipher Rock X1 hardware wallet for a few weeks now, pretty much since they sent it to me to test out. And overall, well, I really like it. So in this video, I want to do a full review. I'll go over coin support, security, user friendliness, and I'll also show you how to set up this hardware wallet in case you decide that this is the one for you. And if you end up liking the Cipher Rock hardware wallet, you can use the discount code in the description of this video and save some money. So let's start with unboxing the wallet.
Okay.
It does come plastic wrapped, and then inside of that, you'll find some tearaway tabs. That way you know that no one has accessed your wallet during shipment to try to tamper with it or anything like that. I was also pleasantly surprised to find that it does come with a hard shell case for the cards and the X1 Vault. I don't know if the case is necessary, but it's cool. I haven't seen it with any other hardware wallets, so I'm definitely not complaining. When you open up the case, you'll find 4 cards numbered 1 through 4. Then you also have the X1 Vault, which is used to set up your wallet offline, and all the accessories, including a USB to USB-C cable, an adapter, a user manual, and 4 anti-theft card sleeves or RFID blocking sleeves that are lined with a metallic shield to prevent unauthorized access to your cards. Now, I do want to take a minute to admire the simplicity of this wallet. Its design is one of the reasons why it is so easy to use and also why it's so secure, which I'll touch on in just a bit. So first we have all of the X1 cards. These all have built-in NFC antennas, which are used to communicate with the X1 Vault, which you use to set up your wallet, manage your crypto. This is how you initiate and approve transactions. So when you hold up your card to the X1 Vault, that acts as your cryptographic signature. By using the Vault in conjunction with your cards, your private keys are exposed to any potential threats online. And even though the screen on the Vault is pretty small, the 5-way joystick makes navigating the device pretty easy, which you'll see when I show you how to set it up. And since we're talking about its design, it's worth mentioning that Cipher Rock is manufactured in India, and it does come with a 1-year warranty. However, the product is designed to last a minimum of 20 years, And the little joystick is designed to withstand a minimum of 500,000 clicks. Something I really like about CipherRock is that you can actually import 4 existing seed phrases into this wallet. So that means you can manage 4 different crypto wallets using a single device. And CipherRock is actually advertised as a seedless wallet, similar to Tangem. So some people like seedless wallets. Personally, I like to know my seed phrase. If you don't know your seed phrase, it's really hard to recover your wallet. Say you lose all your cards or they get destroyed somehow. Without your seed phrase, you aren't going to be able to recover your crypto. So personally, I like to know my seed phrase. I like to write it down and store it in a safe place. And also, if you know your seed phrase, you can take it and import it into any other brand of hardware wallet. So that means I can take the seed phrase that I created on the CipherRock and import it into a wallet like Trezor and still be able to access all of my crypto that way. That said, I know a lot of you prefer using a hard wallet that is seedless. That way you don't have to manage your seed phrase, but it is nice that CipherRock has made it optional. Also, something that's really nice is that when you create a new wallet using your CipherRock wallet, it's a 24-word seed phrase, which is obviously more secure than a 12-word seed phrase, mainly because you get the additional 12 words. Both are, pretty secure, but 24 words is always going to be more secure. In addition to the X1 cards and the vault, you also had to download the C-Sync desktop app, which is used to manage all of your crypto. So you can download it on Windows, Mac, and Linux. So basically, as long as you have a desktop computer, then you will be able to use the CipherRock hardware wallet. That said, CipherRock is actually working on a iOS and Android app as well. So you'll be able to take your NFC-enabled card, tap it to your NFC-compatible phone, and you'll be able to access your...
Okay, that's good. They got a little comparison with Tangem as well. What's the price on these? Let's see. $134, you get 4 cards. And that's euros, so it's going to be more US dollars, right? Yeah. Interesting. All right. We got someone in the chat who is loving theirs. Tangem is half that price for 3 cards, right? Yeah. Thank you. Who shared that was? Q Valpo. Appreciate that, my friend. Property Risk says, wow, looks nice. Yeah. Does look nice. Excuse me. Beautiful packaging, says Legendary. Nice. Okay. So it's, it's about twice as much as the Tangem. Tangem, you only get 3 wallets, 3 cards, I should say. So there's that. I'll have to see about that little joysticky thing. I'm a big fan of multiple wallets, though, like Ledger, Trezor, Cobo Vault. I'm just a big fan of splitting that stuff up personally, but Property Risk says it looks nice. Cube Apple says my thoughts on FBTC being big is maybe the institutional use. Maybe it's a stretch, but I could see the hedge funds and banks putting that collateral on FLR a percentage or loan and never selling. Interesting point. Interesting point. Property Risk says, yes, I agree with you, Q Valpo. Yeah. Interesting point. It's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do. Everything's collateral backed. I'm wondering the collateral system My one question sometimes is there enough FLR for collateral in existence? I guess what I'm asking is there, you know how the smart guys are, right? Like the smart guys, um, remember how they figured out how to game the loan system? Remember how they figured out how to game the loan system? You know, is there some gamified thing that can happen in the collateral system? That's my concern. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, but I'm wondering. Okay. Property risk, the collateral only needs to be at a high price. Then there will always be enough, right? So 2026, when the drops are done, January, will actually be technically kind of like the beginning phases of exiting the bull run. Rick Cisneros says, "Sees there will be plenty of FLR if it goes up in price. Imagine $100 FLR." So, yep. I got my DeFi antennas on because if there's a gamified to be done, you know. Cubalpo says Flare seems to make all the F asset tokens on a level playing field. So it's all just value on the network. XRP, BTC makes a difference. Agreed, 100%. I can't wait to have it roll out, but it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens on Songbird when we get to the Songbird test phase here. It's going to be very, very interesting to see. Wait a minute. So I don't know why I'm thinking this, but the Songbird test phase, that will be real stuff, right? When it goes on Songbird, that will be real money, right? See or no? I believe so, right? That'll be real stuff. Unless they got a test net. I guess they're no, they're gonna test stuff first on Songbird, then go live on Songbird. Property Rich says, what would the percentage you would get per day on XRP from F assets? I don't know that math. I don't know the numbers. Property Rich. But I guess Songbird will be testing first and then live on Songbird with real money before Flare networks. I believe that's correct. Accurate, right? I think it is. So we did some, see, what did I do? I redeemed over there. I redeemed. Do I need to redeem any BTC? Oh, I got 10 BTC to redeem. Let's do that. Redeem. Oh, Bitcoin. Okay. Perk is laughing. Says, LOL, yes, bro. We spoke a few times and friends on Facebook. Property Rich says if you was to get a 1% per day, that's 30% a month. and XRP was above $1, that would be crazy. Oh boy. That would be crazy. I'm sorry, I'm bad with are you done, babe? No, almost. Oh yeah, I remember now. I remember now, Kurt. Yeah, we were messaging back and forth, right? One time you were because I think you started messaging when I was able to share my live stream on Facebook. But God knows, Facebook has just not been good to me. Yeah. Yeah. Legendary says they usually test on Costa Network too. Yeah. So yeah. But again, Q Valpo, like I just don't hear the Bitcoiners being excited about Flare. So it's gonna be up to us to share the word. I remember Kirk. I remember now, bro. Property risk says, so imagine getting that much on BTC. Now everyone would mint their BTC to FBTC. I do know this from, sticking my head up, popping my head outside the XRPL bubble. There's a lot of Bitcoiners want to be able to do something with the BTC securely and safely. I do know that. This is why we got all this L2 stuff going over there, right? They want to do DeFi. That I do know. And if they're able to do DeFi and be able to keep that BTC natively on chain, that is a gazillion, that is a major gazillion, and every kind of other alien win you can think of. That I do know. You make a good point, Property Rich. Make a good point, bro. Make a good point. All right, fam. So there it is. Yeah. Got all that up to date. Wow, it's amazing. Appreciate you guys checking in. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you didn't do so on the way in, it's no worries. Just collapse the chat. Go smash that like button for us and come back and hang out with the Crypto Season fam. We always like to have just as many likes as we got viewers in the stream. New word on the street, new exchange listing for the FLR token on an exchange called Coin Store. And by the way, don't sleep on Scepter, man, and what they're doing. You got Scepter, you got Kinetic, you got Spark. Just don't sleep what's going on in Flare networks right now. Awesome synergy amongst the projects. Our FLR rewards are awesome. In addition to flare drops, in addition to delegation rewards, in addition to liquidity pools, in addition to SFLR liquid staking. And here's the thing, we haven't discovered all the use cases for this valuable data. We don't know of them. We're not plugging in the APIs, right? So we haven't discovered. What about all these undiscovered? We don't know about them. Use cases for this valuable data. Like we don't know. Like we don't know. But I can tell you one thing. When that passive income starts churning and people discover the passive income capability, again, I know people don't like me saying this, but the FLR token, that flywheel economy, could be the win that we were hoping to get from the XRP-L ecosystem. And I tell you this, Property Rich, when the Bitcoiners discover what they can do with their BTC natively on chain, I'm telling you, that's a lot of TVL. That's a lot of TVL. And you know what? Oh, you know what's a good comparison? Q Valpo and Property Rich and DeFi Dad, if you're still on, Room Protocol. And what I mean by comparison, I mean by utility and TVL. Right, check out Room Protocol. They brought that little more utility to BTC. That would be a good one to check out. Their token is the Room. Did I say Room Protocol? It's Thor Chain. Did I say Room Pro? It's Thor Chain. Let's see if that's on DeFi Llama real quick. That would be a good thing to check out. That's right. That's right. Property Risk says FLR will be giving more percentage to those with FLR as they will need it more. Again, I say to you, the flywheel economy it's undeniable. I mean, it's just undeniable. It's just undeniable. Let's see DeFi Llama. Oh, by the way, guys, I started putting, if you guys want to support the channel, I started putting BTC, ETH, and Solana addresses in the description of the channel. I'm not going to be doing the super chat thing. I think promoting that is staying in the old traditional financial system. I think the BTC, ETH, Solana addresses in the description is moving and adding to the new financial system with a level playing field, with more peer-to-peer, without an intermediary, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, all right. So, what do I put here? Do I put Thor Chain in the search? I don't know. Is it Thor Chain or Rune? Yeah, Thor Chain. Rune, I know, is the token. And these are the same people, by the way. They got beta going on with a multi-sig wallet called VoltTi Sig. TVL, 320 million. It's just interesting to me. But there it is. It's been around for a minute. 320 million, interesting to me. Because they've been around for a bit. All right. This is what they got going on. Thor Chain Lending, Thor Chain, the DEX, and Maya Protocol. Interesting. That's it. That's interesting. The DEX, $183,000 in 24 hours in fees. And the revenue is the same. That's interesting. Thor Chain Lending. All right, let's take a look at the DEX here real quick. I know I had the mobile app for a while. I was using the mobile app for a bit, but this will be because they brought you know, not a large level of utility. The Rune token, swap, earn, borrow. Integrate, swap, earn, borrow. Let's see what earn got going on. Decentralized cross-chain infrastructure. Thorchain is a network that facilitates native asset settlement between Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, whatever. Thorchain is secured by its native token, secure Rune, which deterministically accrues value as more assets are. All right. But this has been around for a while. So 116 million in pool earnings. Total value locked 849 million. Total liquidity 274. Those must be like record numbers. Built with Thorchain. Okay, all right. These same guys who built this are actually who are also the Rune token's $5.36. They're also building a multi-sig mobile wallet. No, are you getting some? What? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have the details.
Positive current yield. I don't know if it's wrapped or not, but look at the Bitcoin here. 108 million. It's got this APR, Rune BTC APR 25%. Savers depth. I don't know what that means, but I think this is a good case study. Savers is the simplest way to provide liquidity to Thorchain. Users can deposit any major layer one asset and earn without Rune price exposure. Withdraw two native assets at any time. Okay, so that's my guess is the bridging. I'm totally familiar how everything works, but my guess is I'm on earn. Let me see something. It hasn't asked me to click a wallet or anything here. What do I got going on here? That's good. I can't seem to click and go to anything though. What's this integrate mean? I don't think that's for us. But anyway. Oh, there it is. Enter the app. No, these are the enter app, Thor swap. Built with Thorchain. Trust wallet. That's not it. XDeFi wallet. I've used. But anyway, I think that would be a good case study. I don't know how you. I thought nothing says here connect the wallet anywhere. That was a DEX. Let me go back. $1 point something billion in market cap. CDP, cross chain, but yeah, but it's not. Let's go to lending site, see what it does there. Zengo wallet integration. Well, isn't that interesting? That's interesting that they got the Zengo wallet integration. Is interesting to me. Yeah, I don't know what this is. But anyway, I'll look into it. It said lending, but it's not taking you anywhere to do anything. And there's no, unless I'm missing something, there is no connecting anywhere unless you have to connect through one of the wallets. I don't know. But you would think there would be a connect button somewhere. And you click on this and nothing happens. I do know that the last time I messed with it, I used the XDeFi wallet to do the stuff with Thorchain. That was years and years and years ago. Anyway. Yeah. Yep, that connector is, the data connector is going to be massive. So again, I still have FLR, my 10% token when I get some 30 nasty fiat, 10% bag. It's going to be interesting. Hey, Siege, I'm late. I'm just started watching. No worries, bro. You can catch the replay for sure. I'm going to hop off here. I think they ordered me a sandwich that I'm not sure I really wanted. I don't know. The girls are going to hang out tonight, and I'm the designated driver. Yeah, that's me. I'm the DD. Leo Messio, what's going on, bro? No, I have not talked about the meeting with the Fed. Have you talked about the meeting with the Fed? Yeah, with Brad and Chris. No. Nope. Those things, again, to me, just promises. We need realized promises. We need realize. DD, awesome. Hydro. Oh, DD, I say, yeah. I mean, I'll be the designated driver. They're going to hang out. Some kind of thing they got going on there. So, but in any case, I appreciate you guys checking in for sure. As always, we appreciate you guys. Did a couple of hours just hanging out, talking FLR and some other stuff because it's important in this ecosystem. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when this F assets go live. I'm telling you, when the Bitcoiners get word, I feel like it's going to be good. When they get the word, I feel like it's going to be good. What's up with the Doge community? Did they just hang out and their own little private stuff? Don't say much. What's going on? I don't know what's going on there. But Doge, that meme coin, is still a big player. It'll be interesting to see what they do as well. But in terms of TVL, my bet is it's going to be the biggest TVL will come from the Bitcoiners. That's my bet. All right, fam. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Let me hop off here. It's been a really, really cool hang for sure. It's been a cool hang. Happy Friday to each and every one of you guys. Do me a favor, if you didn't hit the like button on the way in, please do so on the way out. It's one of the greatest ways you can support the channel. And if you would like to support donated crypto, will be some addresses in the description for Bitcoin, ETH, and Solana. I didn't put the XRP address in there. I'll put it in there another time. Appreciate you guys. So if you hit the like button on the way in, please do so on the way out. That'd be super, super cool. And if you happen to be in the 50% or so of people that are hanging out, listening to and watching the Crypto Siege and haven't subscribed to the channel yet, we're trying to get that number down from 50% down to about 25%. You could do your part right now by just hitting that subscribe button on the race to 9,000 subs. And I'm challenging myself to do interviews at 9,000 subs. I can't wait to bring some heavy hitters to the channel when we get to 9,000. And so appreciate that for sure. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this video like I do all my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. And I would ask you to consider this, or perhaps ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.
He's sorry.
Bye.
Sorry. So-